I want to talk to you about Dashashwamedh Ghat. Now, it's not easy to see, but see what looks like little mushrooms there. They're actually umbrellas, quite large umbrellas, made of a kind of wickerwork. This is the distinguishing characteristic of Dashashwamedh Ghat. Actually, there's only a few there compared to what usually is there. For those of you who will sometime in the future be going to India, this is what I want to talk about. All of Benares is sacred. It's truly amazing. I was astounded the first time I went there. It was a place like I couldn't imagine. India was a place I couldn't imagine. And then Benares was truly supernatural. And you can get a boat that will take you from the northernmost Ghat. Ghat means stairs. It's a place where people go down to get into the water to bathe. Down to the southernmost Ghat, which is called the Anandamayi Ghat, which is there at the Anandamayi Ashram. Always when I had gone down, I was amazed that at one point on the southern side of the Dashashwamedh Ghat, I would feel this incredible spiritual current moving out to the Ganga and over. And I mean, it was incredibly tangible. It was not just, oh, well, that's rather nice. It was just sort of like a few 100,000 volts of power coming out. And during one trip, I would go there every evening, and I would sit there against the wall, the back wall, which is this little light-colored space there above my finger. And it was heavenly because it was so peaceful. Sometimes there are about 20 people there, sometimes maybe only about 10 or so. Often people would be singing devotional songs, or there'd just be this heavenly silence. And it was one of my favorite activities. All right, the secret of Dashashwamedh Ghat is actually found in chapter 33 of Autobiography of a Yogi. In that chapter, the name is written as Dashashwamedh because the editors did not know how to spell it, and I expect Yogananda never really read over the printed copy. So anyway, there it tells about the real secret, which is the presence of Mahavatar Babaji's sister, who lives in an underground cave at Dashashwamedh Ghat. I knew a Supreme Court attorney, by Supreme Court I mean the Supreme Court of India, who, before he ever read Autobiography of a Yogi, before he'd ever heard of Yogananda, this Supreme Court attorney went to Benares one time, and he went in the evening to the Dashashwamedh Ghat, and this very remarkable woman walked up to him and said, "Please come with me." So she turned around and started walking away, and he followed her, and they went through a very convoluted route. And finally, they were far underground, that he could tell. And they came to this area, not a very large area, like underground room. And this yogi was sitting there, is incredibly radiant, with what is very unusual for India, bright red hair or copper-colored hair. Well, he was so awed that he didn't think of even speaking to the yogi. He just sat there and looked at him. And then he did ask her quietly, "Who is this?" And she answered, Babaji, great Babaji, which doesn't mean much because that's not a name at all. But that was all she said, so he took it. And then after a while, she stood up and indicated he should follow her. And so she led him out to the Dashashwamedh Ghat. After read Autobiography of Yogi, he went there several times, trying to see if he could retrace his steps. And of course, he never could. When we're dealing with great beings like this, nothing is going to go according to our little petty ideas. So anyway, she is there. There's no reason you can't talk to her in your mind. And there's no reason she couldn't answer you back if she so desires. But her spiritual power is there, and it's very, very real. And so if you want a really good and living pilgrimage to Benares, this is one of the ways.